Hi, Jem. So I'm just doing a quick reaction video to Scott McLeod's remarks at the Anishinaabeg Fall Assembly. So then, he was talking about the Robinson Huron Treaty settlement, and then he was also talking about turmoil regarding the settlement fees. So I'm not sure exactly what he's referring to. Like, is he referring to the case that like future annuities, like the $4 a year and what's going on with that, or is he talking about the lawyers' fees, which the courts just decided is not the lawyers are not entitled to those, our annuities, all those millions of dollars. And so then I'm not sure what he's talking about. And, and he was also talking about all this effort that they've been putting into nation building. And he was talking about, now it seems as if as we're moving into the future and things are getting better, we're losing that sense of needing each other that I guess we used to have when before we had any of this money. And so then, things are not getting better. So Scott's living in some kind of echo chamber, really disconnected from the people, because the people are dying left, right, and center. Things are not getting better. We're not moving into the future and things are better. Maybe they are for leadership who are getting rich. And that's why there's all these scams. And they're the ones nation building, but really that's just fake jobs for them and everybody that's in cahoots with them. And, their future generations or whatever it may be, while the rest of us are excluded. And he's like, well, yes, there's things we can do with that money, but let's not let it tear us apart. It's like, what are you talking about? Because those fees that are not going to lawyers, so they can't gift half of it away, and they can't, give it you pat my back, I pat your back, or whatever it's going to be. Those are going back to the nations, and those are supposed to be going back to the people. So there's still things we could do with that money, Scott. What are you talking about? So yeah, and he's talking about turmoil around settlement fees, and the turmoil is everybody's which way is it going to go now? So I really don't understand what Scott is talking about. And, really, I think that whole, I think that everybody should have a look at that clip that I put up here and do your own analysis, because it's very confusing. And I really think that Scott should think before he speaks about this kind of stuff. Thanks for watching.
One of the other things that's going to have some impact on this assembly coming up today has to do with the Robinson Huron Treaty's annuities claim. I don't think it's any secret that there's a lot of turmoil regarding the settlement fees, and which way that's going to go now. And I just want to leave our leadership and our people in our communities with something that was told to me by a good friend of mine yesterday, and it really got me thinking to, what does this all mean, and where are we heading with this whole nation building and trying to create a better life for our people. And he told me, he said, when we were, before any settlements and before we made any headway with government, we were poor. We were poor. But we needed each other. And we supported each other. And we relied on each other. And now it seems, as we move forward into the future and things are getting better, we're losing that sense of needing each other and supporting each other. And it's evident in our communities when we see all of the opposition and fighting and infighting about something that really at the end of the day doesn't matter, and that's money. You can't take it with you. You can love it, but it's not going to love you back. What's really important is in this room right here, and it's at home in our nations. And we can't let money blind us to that. Yes, there are things owed to us, and yes, there are things we can do with that money, but let's not let it tear us apart. Chimigwich.
Mm-hmm.